Nagsalita na nga si Kris Aquino hinggil sa naging hiwalayan nila ni Doc Padlan. Aniya, I do not lie, my last post was written by a still angry ex-girlfriend who had felt that even for her health care, she was unimportant and not a priority. I did pay for his services as a travel doctor. This was in May 2022. Dr. Mike Padlan wasn't the doctor who accompanied me on the flight to Houston, yet I didn't ask for a refund. After our Kuya Josh, Bim, and me bout with COVID, Bim and I were COVID long haulers. Dr. Padlan did go to Houston to check on me. My mistake is that I failed to state that he flew to LA around 4 times more his own and volition. I didn't ask for him to check on me. I would just be surprised that he'd be there. Those visits weren't paid for. Nag-abono pa nga siya. Doc Mike, I apologize for not stating this in my earlier post. I am very grateful he was the one who diagnosed my shingles together with what was then 4 diagnosed autoimmune disease and another, one clearly exhibiting symptoms but still negative in my tests, plus a patient allergic to all fever reducers including paracetamol. NSAIDs, opioids, and steroids make it very difficult for even the best doctors in the Philippines, Singapore, and the US to treat me for all that ails me. Dr. Padlan was by late April of 2024 already Doc Mike because we had started a friendship. This is one of my favorite moments since EGPA, a rare life-threatening form of vasculitis, scleroderma, and lupus started to have the power to control my life. After a breakup, you do get a choice what memories you will decide to keep. There's already so much fear and loneliness in life, so I choose to keep the seemingly ordinary yet undeniably happy moments. I was sleeping soundly, still very weak, when I opened my eyes. It was the face of Doc Mike I saw, worried and concerned. Beam had gone out and my nurse on duty was taking a break for me the first time in years. Seeing a man, a doctor watching over me, I felt safe. Ours was a different kind of courtship, long-distance relationship via WhatsApp. We were in Orange County, California, so technically, he was no longer a doctor. In him, I saw what I had been looking for, someone I could discuss my medical issues with, my feeling of fatigue, my lack of balance, my suffering from suddenly getting dizzy then collapsing, the significance of my blood draw result, especially my alarmingly low hemoglobin, the bones cutting out my knees, and why had my taste buds changed. Everything by Thanksgiving of 2023 tasted very salty. I totally lost my appetite and was surviving with 4 mugs of milk a day. Doc Mike's sibling lived in the Bay Area. His younger sister came visit together with Pokemon. I'm not allowed to mention that names, who was so adorable. Doc Mike left when my 2 sons arrived. Kuya had a new playmate and Beam got to experience dad duties. The boys went to Knott's Berry Farm, California adventure and Disneyland. It was an exhausting but fun week. Pokemon would soon be picked up by his mommy. My methotrexate chemotherapy immunosuppressant was already at maximum dosage, meaning my immunity was too weak to go anywhere except my doctor's clinic. I've apologized to the mommy of Pokemon. She was gracious and said, "Kalimutan na natin yun, let's just get better." When his mommy arrived but needs a rest after a long drive, I told Bim to please take Pokemon shopping. He was running low on clothes, needed new stickers, and because his birthday was coming up, I whispered to Bim, let him choose all the toys he likes, but don't forget, tell Pokemon to choose what Lego will like. Children cannot fake happiness. He slept in between Bim and me. Kuya was beside Bim. We fit because two double Beds were side by side and pushed together. Sumisiksik na si Pokemon sa akin, I felt so special. All too soon, it was time to say goodbye. Pokemon reminded me that when I got home, I'd bring him and Lego to school. I managed to fulfill that promise. He was excited that Jessica Soho is my friend. I did promise to introduce Jessica to him, that is yet unfulfilled. Meeting. Lego, when I got back, was unfiltered joy. He talks non-stop and asks intelligent questions. He liked the Japanese flavored milk, and every visit he'd say, Mana, Kris, can I have strawberry milk? I'd reply, what's the magic word? Lego would think for a bit, then say, please, Mama Kris. Like me, he prepared vanilla cupcakes with milk chocolate frosting. Bought Pokemon and Lego, lobstick and shrimp. Prawns just like Kuya and Bim who cook oven for Pokemon. While we were in QC. OC, it was just the three, Kuya Bim and Pokemon in Disneyland. Bim was our responsible guardian. I miss Pokemon and Lego so much. I hope they will read this. Mama Kris is very sorry for making you angry and sad because of what I posted. I was wrong in not considering the impact it would have on both of you. You both brought sunshine and laughter when I most needed it. I know I am no longer deserving to be your Mama Kris, but even if I had known things would end up this way, except for hurting the two of you, your mommy and your Tita Judith, I would still have chosen to give loving one more attempt. I can say that because I got the chance to love you. My other favorite moments, Doc Mike cooking bulalo for us, the best I've tasted. Seeing him slicing beef perfectly. He's a surgeon after all, and me giving an impromptu cooking class on how to make Filipino-style spaghetti with Doc Mike saying, tama ang balita, masarap nga ang spaghetti by Kris Aquino. What really went wrong? Many things. I honestly believed that finally I was going to have my happily ever after. I expected too much as my autoimmune diseases multiplied. The more he retreated. After a very stressful time, when we returned home, I forgave and I fought hard for our relationship, while he couldn't forget and gave up on us. Nobody should be blamed. I'm not ashamed to admit I was the one who loved and needed more. Courtesy of Kris Aquino Instagram. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.